Peace, peace, love, harmony, and light. Halito and grand rising to all my brothers and sisters. May the Most High continue to open up your eyes and open up your minds and open up your hearts to the truth. For me, I'm just beginning my, well, I wouldn't say begin. To me, it's always a continuation of life. So for me, whenever I rise like the sun, the first thing I do, I give thanks to the elements. I give thanks to the Great Spirit. I give thanks to the Most High for a continuation. And I continue to ask for perfect health. I continue to ask for increased wisdom. I continue to ask for the people who are vibrating on the same frequency that I'm on, or even on a higher frequency, but also people who are walking in truth, people who are walking in the spirit, and definitely people that are of a righteous nature and righteous mind. With that being said, first off, you guys missed that live video. For those of you who missed that live video, it was so powerful. I shared so much information, and I spoke about Walter Plecker in detail and some of the genocide that was done to our people, and the reason why a lot of us may not be able to trace our lineage past a certain era. And I went in detail because a lot of people are still seeking and searching, and that's good. So you definitely want to catch up on that live video. So the link for that video is below this video. It's on the new Chief Kalanago channel, because as you know, I cannot do live videos on this channel because YouTube has restricted me. So you do have an opportunity to catch up with that information. It's a lot of information. Get your pen, get your pad, and take some notes. It was a real powerful video showing more proof that we are the aboriginals of this land. And I'm showing documents that's coming from their archives. It's not just words and my opinion or my perception. No, it's coming right from the colonizer's mouth. Okay? So you definitely want to go to that channel, the link below, subscribe to the channel. I'm also going to do another live video today at 3 p.m. Eastern sharp. Okay, you don't want to miss that. So go to the channel. Go to the channel. Trust me, today we're going to go into treaties. I literally went to the library yesterday, and I had to go into Manhattan on 42nd Street. Actually, it's on 5th Avenue between 40th and 42nd Street. And I went into the main library because I cannot get that information in the local branch libraries in Brooklyn. And when I went there, of course, I had my indigenous attire. I had my headpiece, and you know me, I'm always representing. And it's amazing that, and I don't know, I mean, I don't want to put it that way, but there was literally 3 security guards, right? A sister on the right in a booth, and it looked like she's doing, like maybe certain back checks or something like that, right? And then there's another brother on the right, checking, bags as well. And there's another one that's on the left. So while the one on the right, he said, well, you would, I would have to check your bags. I said, it's not a problem. So I'm giving him the bag. But then all of a sudden, I'm hearing from the back on the left side of me, a brother, you know what I'm saying? The brother that was on the left with, a lot of aggression. Hey, you can't come in here with this mask. I'm like, hold up. I'm saying, first of all, bro, who you talking to, man? I said, let me tell you something. When these so-called Jews come in here with their hat on, that's their mask. Not the mask, but that's their crown. Do you ask the Jews to take off their crown? And I say, how dare you disrespect me like that and call my headpiece a mask? Yo, I was tight. I say, listen, I'm not taking this off. I don't care who you got to call. Call management, call the supervisor, but I'm not taking my crown off, man. This is my land, and I'm a king walking my land. And you don't ask a king, a chief, to take his hat off, his crown off. He said, oh, you got to take off the mask. I said, brother. And I didn't say brother. I said, yo, I ain't taking off no crown, bro. Call who you got to call. It's that serious to me. Don't disrespect me. Anyway, he called me to the side. Now, he calmed his voice down when he realized I was about to make a scene. So he calmed his voice down. He said, you know, won't you come over here, brother? Come over here. So I took my bag. I stepped over to him. I said, first of all, don't call me your brother if you're going to disrespect me. That's number one. You don't disrespect your brother. Number two, this is not a mask. That's my crown. Okay? In my culture, it's called a headpiece. He said, well, in my brother, yeah, and at first, I didn't even know he was from the African continent. It's after I realized he's from the African continent. He said, my brother, you know, this is similar to my culture too. And, you know, we have the mask. I say, well, you have the mask. I got a headpiece. Don't call my crown a mask. It is not a mask. That's disrespectful to my culture. Now, you told me about your culture, and I'm asking you, you know, would you allow me to disrespect you in your land? He said, no, but this is the rule. I say, I don't care what the rule is. Call somebody. Then he calmed down. He apologized. He shook my hand. I shook his hand. I say, listen, you know, now that you're talking to me as a man, I am going to keep my voice down. And we ironed it out. He said, listen, you know what? Because the cameras are watching. I said, that's cool. I get it that you got to do your job. But there's a way that you talk to people. I'm not a boy. I'm a man. All right? So he said, I said, go ahead. You could search the bag. That's fine. He said, if you know, all is just that, you know, the cameras want to see people's faces. I say, yeah, my face is exposed. I got a crown. I say, you know, I'm going to be cool. If you want me to take it off, you know, I'm not, just so you know, I'm not going to take it off. All right. If you want to call somebody, get a scanner, scan my headpiece. That's cool. I'm cool with that, but I'm not going to take it off. Long story short, they let me in. I went into the library and I spent over 8 hours doing research on treaties because we have to look at those treaties. So today I'm going to do a live video talking about a lot of things, but I'm definitely going to dive into some treaties. I got some information, some powerful information. All right. That they hide from us, but it's okay though. Chief Kalinago is always on top of things. My brothers and sisters, I'm saying all that to say because I want you to know that there are those of us that's doing this for real. You have a lot of people on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, IG, you know, Twitter, and they talk about it. They talk a good game. But let me tell you something. In this game, you have to seek for brothers and sisters who are loyal. Loyalty is so important. Everybody's talking about, oh, they love you. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. Well, let me tell you something. The only way for love to exist, there has to be trust and there has to be loyalty. Without trust and loyalty, there cannot be love. It doesn't exist. It's an illusion. People are just talking. And for me, I met up with a sister, man, a very powerful sister, and I was honored. You know, she told me, Chief, you know, I am not starstruck. If Oprah walked into my home, I would just look at her like a regular woman, which she is. Any one of these celebrities I come across, I would never, you know, I wouldn't get excited. But when I met you, you know, it's not about stardom. It's about your spirit, who you are. And it was an honor. She said it was an honor to sit with you, and she invited me into her home, and that's something that she don't do. And I was just, for me, I heard what she said, but it was more of an honor for me. You know, I'm not going to say that it was more of an honor for me opposed to her. I'm just saying that it was an honor for me. Okay? Because I cannot express or really know how she truly felt, but she expressed it and I felt it. But with that being said, it was more of an honor for me to be in her presence, that she invited me to her home, which is something she don't do, invite strangers into her home. And she said, Chief, I see you. I see your energy. And just so you know, what you need in people moving forward. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody anymore. Not that you had to, but I realize that you have been doing that. And you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. Okay? Because the ancestors see you. All right? Many are called and chosen a few. That's what she said. And you are chosen. And that meant a lot to me. And she said that you have to be aware of the people that's within your surroundings. And she broke them down in 3 categories. Okay. I can't really remember word for word what it was, but one of the things that she said was profound and stuck with me. You could have 1 million people following you. You could have 100, 200 people you call your friends. But you know what? You only need one that's loyal. If you only have one that's loyal to you, then you're the wealthiest man on earth. And to me, that was profound. And I realized that, yes, all the people that's going to come like this video, all these people that's going to say, hey, Chief, we appreciate, we love what you're doing. We love you, brother. Are they loyal? Are they loyal? And she said, you know what, Chief? For me, loyalty is everything. And that was words of wisdom. That was words coming from a matriarch. And she knew what that meant. And she said, it doesn't matter if somebody gave me $10 million. They would never be able to buy my loyalty. And that touched me. That touched me. And she said, Chief, I am loyal. And I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing. And she's a sister that's been graced with seeing things. In other words, she's an oracle. And man, I felt, again, you know, that was so uplifting for me, just to be in the presence of a matriarch that's so powerful. And I'm saying all this to say, we have a lot of work to do. One of the biggest disrespect that we have encountered is invaders and colonizers coming into our home. Not just taking our birthright, which is our land, our soil, but taking our identity. And the worst thing is for a so-called Negro, a so-called black man, a so-called black woman, a so-called African American, whether be it male or female, who don't know who they are. That is the biggest disrespect. And that is true to me. That is one of the biggest curses of it all. Calling yourself black. Black is a curse. The curse of the pale man is the curse that was given to the Aborigines of this land. We have to give them back the curse. Give them back their pale curse, because black actually means pale. It means leprosy. It means swarthy. It means sordid. It means dirty, filthy. But every day we are here proud to call ourselves that. And that is a disrespect to our ancestors. It's a slap in our ancestors' face. But yet still you know that you are supposed to honor your mother and father so that your days will be longer. We have to give them back that curse. When you see the pale man, you call them black because that's who they are. That's them. Now, mind you, this has nothing to do with the color of your skin. Okay? It's about your energy, your intentions, who you truly are, your nature. And not every Caucasian is poisoned. I don't believe that. Now, some people may not agree with me, but that's your belief. I am not here to hate. But however, I am not here for you to walk over me either. All right? Because at the end of the day, when this whole beastly system, Babylon, start to fall, there are going to be Caucasians, pale men and women, that's going to be fighting on the side of righteousness. I know that. It's not just a belief, I know. Because a lot of them are waking up themselves to realize that they themselves have been bamboozled by the birth certificate. They themselves are waking up to realize that they are slaves. They have been enslaved. You feel me? And a lot of them are waking up to realize that we are the original people of the land. And a lot of them are waking up and realizing that they are paying for the so-called sins of their forefathers. And the only way they could get redemption is by asking for our forgiveness. And that is the only way that they will be able to have a chance to see life on the other side, or else they are doomed. They are doomed. Their children will be cursed. So they know that. That's why their women are not being able to be fertile. Their men are not being able to have children. They are dying of cancer. You know, it's so much happening to them. That is because of the curse that they have inherited because of the deeds of their forefathers and mothers. And they know this. And that is why they are pushing the narrative of interracial relationships nowadays, because they have to extend their lives. So this is more than just what it may seem on surface. So with that being said, we have a lot of work to do. Last night I stayed up for hours. I didn't go to bed until about 3:30 a.m. doing paperwork, working on people's identifications, working on their dossiers. Okay? And that's what I do. The Most High gave me this gift. My ancestors gave me this gift. The Great Spirit is watching over me. The Great Spirit is guiding me. And I am making sure that my people know what it means to be free. I'm letting my people know what it means to be an American Aborigine, who they are. Step up into your rightful place. Step up to the throne. Step up to receiving our birthright. It is time. Remember, the emancipation of slavery, that 400 years is actually, it already started. It already started. And that's happening right now. It's in the air. That energy is in the air. Okay? It already started in 2018, but remember, it's 400 years. It is it's literally the ending of 2018 towards the beginning of 2019 and all through 2019. You have a perfect chance to correct a lot of the wrongs that was done to us through that birth certificate. All right, that beastly system. Because in 2020, they're going to pull you right back into it. Okay? With the Real ID Act. And that ain't got nothing to do with us. We are the Aborigines. So step up. So I'm saying you have to get your affairs in order. So like I've always said, brothers and sisters, we are living in a perfect time. Okay? We are living in an opportune time where we as the Aboriginals, people are watching, the world is watching. And even at that library yesterday, a Caucasian woman, she was so excited. She stopped me. Oh my goodness, you are an American Indian. Can I take a picture of you? Yeah, she's British. And they know who we are. While I'm in that library, everybody's taking pictures of the library because it's of what's inside of the library, because it's so huge and it's so elegant. But I could see their cameras turning to my direction, taking videos and pictures of me. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let my ancestors enjoy this moment because it's all about them. I am doing this for the glorification of my ancestors. You feel me? So for all those of you once again who are ready to step up, truly, not just looking for a piece of paper, because to be an Aborigine, it has to be in your mind, your heart and soul. First, let it manifest in the spiritual realm. And then you put it on paper. You feel me? And make it a reality. So for all those of you who are ready for that stage to get your affairs in order, it's more than just words and thoughts in your head, but it's a conviction in your heart. That's what I'm here for, to assist you with your paperwork. And doing a dossier is not all, okay? It's just the beginning, but it's a great beginning. But you need something, okay? You have a right to self-identify. You could make your own IDs. Yes, you can. And that is an absolute fact. Yes, you can make your own ID. All right. So don't be afraid to step up, man, and do what we got to do. All right. Let's do what we got to do. And once again, for those of you who are absolutely ready to make this move, I do things on a whole different level. I'm talking about identifications with security codes in them. And I'm talking about ID with, holograms in them. You feel me? So I take this to a whole different level. So my email is in the link below. Hit me up. Let's get you your stuff done, man. All right, stop playing around. We got work to do, man. This is priority. And start talking to everybody, man. Your children, your neighbors, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles. Let them know, hey, you are not black. You are not African American. We are the people they call the Indians. We are the American Indians. We are the Aboriginal Americans. All right. So tune into that live today at 3 p.m. It's going to be on and popping. The link is below for the live that I did. Go to the channel and subscribe. The link is below. Let's do this. We got work to do. You feel me? We only have a short window to put in some work. But I guarantee you, those of us who step up, we are going to make a big difference. That's what the world is waiting for. We are here, the American Aboriginals. All right. Chief Kalinago, standing on the shoulders of my ancestors, man. Give thanks and praise to the Great Spirit. I will talk to you guys at 3 p.m. Peace.